Hello, my name is Orianna Bretschger. I'm the CEO and founder in Aquacycl, and welcome to Wastewater Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about sidestreaming, and specifically what this can mean to help your business save operational dollars in managing your wastewaters. So typically, right, in a production facility, you're always going to generate some wastewater. That's through your cleaning process. It could be cleaning your specific production equipment. It could be cleaning the floors, right? Cleaning, just general cleaning process is usually what most wastewater is generated from. But different things that you clean out have different concentrations. So example, in clean-in-place technologies, right, usually the first rinse of production equipment is going to have the highest concentration of organic pollutants. Those organic pollutants are the things that actually cause the surcharge issues. So you're going to get a higher bill from the city the more of that organic that you're sending down the drain, potentially depending on where you're working. However, you can isolate those organics and treat on site if you sidestream. Now that can be simply isolating the first rinse via timing, right? And a redirection of that flow into a separate holding tank or to a separate basin. If your facility isn't set up to do that, it's also possible to continue the process of sending everything to the floor drain and then ultimately out to sewer or to treatment. But once it leaves your sump, you can actually install technology to do the primary treatment. So this would be membrane-based system, taking the entire flow, but ultimately concentrating that waste. So the brine or the concentrate from membrane-based technology is going to give us anywhere from 50% to 20% of the total volume as concentrate. That means it's going to have a majority of the pollutants there for backwashing and simple separations. The rest of the flow, right, 50% up to 90% of that flow, can be pretty high quality water. So if you send that to the drain, unlikely that you're going to have surcharges. If you want to send it to an additional polishing step, you could actually reuse that water back into your process. Not necessarily your production, depending on where you are, but certainly into cooling towers, boilers, irrigation, really enabling more of a circular approach to water management. Now back to sidestreaming specifically, right, and the costs associated with that. Now, if you need to treat a bulk 150,000 gallons a day, you're going to need more equipment, more operational capacity, and much, much more energy, right? Especially if you're going to be using a membrane-based system for any sort of treatment or even separation. That's going to be a high energy cost. However, if you have a greenfield project upcoming and you are able to sidestream those volumes that are problematic, so the first rinse off of your clean in place, potentially the first rinse of a tank on fermentation that generates the trube, potentially you've already isolated your pot ale from the distillation process. If you have an opportunity to clean, isolate, and move that wastewater into a different holding capacity, therefore you're treating a smaller volume, higher concentration, but that means less equipment. With Aquacycl, significantly less energy consumption in the treatment, and high quality discharge, which you can loop back into the full flow to send to sewer, or loop back into a polishing step for reuse on site. So, in summary, sidestreaming will save you money in the long run, but you have to plan for it. There are ways to change production process to enable sidestream through existing facilities. There are also technologies to embed to isolate those high concentrate sidestreams, either through diversion or through concentration. And all of those options can lead you to a much higher long-term saving in managing your production facility wastewater.